When thinking of Mario games, what first comes to mind? Maybe Super Mario Odyssey, Mario Kart 8, Super Mario 64, Mario is Missing, Wait. What? Mario's missing? What the hell is that? It might come as a shock, but Nintendo doesn't always know the best things to do for Mario games. Mario's gone on plenty of adventures that aren't nearly as popular as his most known ones. I mean, what? You're telling me we all didn't learn to type with Mario? So I thought in honor of Mario's 40th anniversary being right around the corner, let's look back at some games that Nintendo probably wishes we would all forget about. Let's start off strong with the game I mentioned in the intro. Mario is Missing. Now with such a scary title and a box cover that piques your interest, what could this game possibly be about? Ooh, maybe Mario gets trapped somehow by Bowser in this game, and Luigi has to go on his own solo mission around previous games to try to rescue Mario. With Luigi nowadays being known for being able to jump higher and flutter compared to Mario's base gameplay, maybe they can make a whole game based around these mechanics. Well, let me quit the yapping and just show you the damn game already. I'm sorry, what the hell is this? This game doesn't look fun at all. Now. You might be thinking I'm being a little harsh, but are we both looking at the same thing right now? Mario is Missing is an educational game that is quite literally peak shit. This game has you going around as Luigi in the real world trying to fight Koopas to find out where Mario is. I hate to be the one to break this to you, Luigi, but I don't think Mario is going to be in London. He's probably in, and this is just a guess, Luigi, maybe the same place he would normally be stuck in, the Mushroom Kingdom or something like that. Now, this might be a nitpick, and don't get me wrong, I love the Super Mario World sprites, but why couldn't they have polished Luigi before making this game? Because they did end up, for the Game Boy Advance version of Mario World, give a whole new sprite to Luigi. But for this beautiful game, they didn't feel to change it whatsoever. I also found out this game was released on Mac with these even more terrifying sprites. Even though overall these feel a lot more alive, they can feel super uncanny at times. And you can probably already guess it from looking at the Luigi model, but that's the meme Ouija. I am a little disappointed I didn't know that's where this came from, but I'm glad I know now. Now, let's talk about the story. The creators of Mario is Missing are so confident in their game that the only way you can learn about the story is to read the user manual. Yes, you heard me right. The only way. Yes, I know, kids love to read. When I want to play a game, I want to read the user manual instead of playing it. But I guess let's go ahead and read it. Oh no! Bowser and his bad boys, are back to a life of crime. This time, it's not in Mario World. It's in your world. From his Antarctic castle, Bowser hustles his cold-blooded crew of Cantankerous Koopas. I did not say that right. Into his powerful, passcode-operated remote transport and legacy system. Portals. The Twisted Turtles transport themselves throughout the globe, where celebrated cities suffer shell-shocking waves. As the Turtles trash landmarks and loot ancient artifacts, with Doug from his slimy sails, Bowser's hoard hair dryers from the Hoffelhivit hotline. His plot? Melt Antarctica and flood the planet. Will the brave brothers from Brooklyn permit this abominable snow plan? The boys say not. Mario, Luigi, Yoshi trek across the ice and snow to shout the shelled ones. I'm so sorry, either I can't read or this is hard. But Bowser's slick. In one last trick, he takes the dearest thing of all. Mario is missing. No! So, now that we're done with my horrible reading, it seems that Luigi needs to go to the real world and stop Bowser to save Mario. Out of all things I want to do in a Mario title, this would probably be the last. And the icing on top of the cake is, this is all an educational game. While exploring, you get to learn geography. I bet all the 5-year-olds who are playing this game are excited, huh? Now, Mick, there must be some fun strategies and some cool things about the game. And you're right. How could I forget? The best part about this game is you can't die. Nope, nothing can hurt you whatsoever. Just the biggest thing I have to say is I don't understand why the developers would think that kids would enjoy Luigi going through some real-world based level format over a bright, colorful Mario Land. It doesn't really make any sense. And I'm not the only one who thinks this. A lot of people have the exact same opinion. Because when I think of the guy with the red hat, mustache, and overalls, I don't think the Statue of Liberty was a gift from France to the United States, Nintendo. And yes, that's a real thing the game talks about. Overall, I give this game a 2 out of 5 moons. The lack of a story found only in a manual, no enjoyment, and overall boring visuals makes this game a complete bore. But you know what? I'm sure these adventures get a lot better. Let's move on to the next title. Who loves typing? I know I sure do. Well, you're in luck, because Mario's biggest adventure has been waiting for you. Welcome to Mario Teaches Typing. Who would have thought Mario's such a passion for teaching? Screw the damn princess trope. Get this plumber into a 4-year college for teaching. Anywho, Mario's teaching is pretty much what you would expect it to be. So, let's see this game in action, huh?
On your mark, get set, go!
Well, Not everything can be beautiful, huh? The game is as follows. There will be a letter on the screen you need to type, and when you do it, you progress by either hitting an item block or a Koopa Troopa. Honestly, this isn't a bad game for what it is. Using a character like Mario to help younger kids with typing is a really good way to actually make them want to learn. And the fact that, unlike Mario's Missing, this game uses traditional scenery helps this game not get written off as much. I mean, Lord, anything's better than Mario's Missing. The only problem I face again is, why did these sprites look like they were designed by a 5-year-old? I mean, what is wrong with these characters? Why did they have to do my boy Bowser like that again? He looks like he's high off something. Dear Lord, Nintendo. This is the Mac version of Bowser's sprite. The MS-DOT version is slightly better. At least he's sober in this one. This is the case for a lot of these sprites. For some reason, the Mac version went for these curvy, fluid versions, which is super unappealing. Mario Teaches Typing performed so well, and it never really got a sequel. So, why don't we check that one out too? Welcome to Mario Teaches Typing.
When the moon hits you like a big pizza pie.
Dear Lord, cut! Cut now! Please, cut!
Oh, nice computer you got here.
Mario Teaches Typing is the same format except for... Don't get me wrong, I love Charles Martinet, but why did they put 90s motion tracking on him?
Very scary.
This is scary as hell. How many kids were emotionally scarred from this game? I mean, when I was younger, I heard about this game, and I was scared the living fuck out of. I remember seeing this all over early YouTube, and it's scaring me every single time. He looks like an evil Mario, man. There's sometimes it can sort of be funny what he's saying, but most of the time it's just scary as hell. I'll give you guys a little clip show to see what I mean.
I'm going to fly for you. Hey, who's that behind you? Made you look.
So, was I right, or am I right? Anywho, this Mario head will only come around at the start of levels, giving his forte on what's going on. Thank God he doesn't show up for the whole thing. But other than that, nothing's really changed from the core gameplay in this. So, I think that's about it for Mario's Typing. Now let's talk about this infamous title, Hotel Mario. Hotel Mario was a game made in 1994 and is a complete mess of a title. I feel like that's with all of these. In this game, Bowser has transformed the Mushroom Kingdom into a Club Koopa resort by taking over 7 hotels, hence the name, and is now imprisoned Peach in one of these many hotels. Now it's up to Mario and Luigi to go through all of these hotels and find out which one she's at and rescue her. The gameplay is sorta normal, with Mario having to solve different puzzles and traverse through these levels, killing anything in his way. I know I've made a big effort to talk about the sprites in these games, but this one's alright. It's nothing too big. Something that is pretty big in this game is throughout very small sections of this game, it'll cut to these very poorly hand-drawn cutscenes, and, well, I'll let one speak for itself.
I hope she made lots of spaghetti.
Dear Lord, what do they keep doing with my plumber? You probably have unknowingly known about these cutscenes before, because back in 2010, on YouTube, these were almost unescapable. You would at least see 1 or 2 of these clips in a YouTube poop. The most interesting part about this game is it was actually made for the Philips CDI, which is obviously not a Nintendo console. This is super odd to me because what world do we live in that Mario's on a different console, and especially one made by Philips? Those are the people that make my Razer, damn it. When doing the research for this video, the only thing I could find for this weird crossover was for a failed Sony and Nintendo deal that happened in the early 90s. This obviously never fully worked out, but it's still crazy to me we still got some sort of game out of this, because nowadays Nintendo would never do something like this. I guess all in all, the gameplay isn't the worst thing ever, but those cutscenes will for sure have a special place either in my heart or the deepest, darkest pits of hell.
You know what they say, all toasters toast toast.
Now let's move on to something cooler, Mario Family. In my opinion, Mario Family has to be one of the coolest ones I'm gonna talk about. And trust me, I did a lot of research for this one especially. Now with such a game like that, what could this be about? Could it be about A, we meet Mario's parents? B, maybe we meet some other Mario brothers? C, maybe Mario and Peach finally get some kids? If you guessed any of these, you'd be completely wrong. I'm starting to see a pattern from these games. Mario Family, which was released back in 2001, is actually a game developed by Jaguar and published by Nintendo. Now, I know what you're wondering, who the hell is Jaguar? Well, Jaguar is a manufacturer of sewing machines, so if you're starting to put 2 and 2 together, that's why we have this boring ass layout of a game. And I really wouldn't call this a game. In this game, you can pick from 32 different Mario designs. Once you have one of these selected, you can pick and choose the colors you want for your design of choice. Then your design would be knitted onto a real-world fabric. Now, I know you're probably asking a bigger question now, and the answer is yes, I would make my Yoshi yellow. Oh, you want to know how in the hell they do this form of witchcraft? Well, Mario Family was released on the Game Boy Color strictly in Japan. Stupid Japan gets all the fun and cool stuff. And the only way you'd be able to get this game is if you bought the bundle for the Jaguar JN100 sewing machine. It would not only come with this sewing machine, but a free Game Boy Color. When you unboxed the full thing, you would plug the included adapter into the Game Boy Color and then the sewing machine, and then from there you would pick your sewing pattern and then put it onto a fabric of choice, which honestly I think is a super cool idea. From the research I did about it, I couldn't find much video with the Mario version, but it's cool to see the history of this solid partnership being able to help both companies with sales and help show the ease of using the sewing machine for newcomers by just using a Game Boy. And plus, now you have a Game Boy Color. Now you can buy games for it. Funny enough, this game is actually a sequel to a game called I Am Teacher Super Mario Sweater. This game being released on the SNES and is another super creative game. Overall, I have a sweet spot for these games, and a lot of people are diehard fans of this. I've even actually seen the American one while visiting a retro store in Florida. But even though Mario loves knitting, he's also got to get some energy out. Dance Dance Revolution Mario Mix. Now, this game came out during the GameCube era, which was a super interesting time for Nintendo back then. See, with it being the early 2000s, there were a ton of new competitors getting into the game. And this is the same generation as the PS2, which would inevitably become the best-selling console of all time. And at the time, Nintendo was struggling heavily to market the GameCube. So, with that being said, Nintendo was scrambling to get a reason for consumers to pick the GameCube over all the other consoles, so they were throwing everything at the wall. You got things like the Game Boy Advance adapter that would come with GameCubes, microphones for Mario Party 6, fucking bongos for 2 Donkey Kong games, and a dance mat that was made exclusively for the game Dance Dance Revolution Mario Mix. Now, Dance Dance Revolution isn't a new thing, but Dance Dance Revolution Mario Mix is. The cool version about this Dance Dance is, holy shit, that's the fucking plumber dude! Get ready, because we're about to grow up to a variety of different Mario tracks with Mario guiding you. Isn't that sick as shit? You're telling me I get to watch Mario dance in different Mario areas with different Mario soundtracks? What else could I ask for? Don't worry. Mario tracks are not the only type you're going to be listening to in this Dance Dance Revolution. Literally, you can watch Mario dance to Mozart. Yo, that's mind-boggling! This is amazing! This is peak! It's honestly super cool to see all these Mario areas. Not my first pick for a Mario game, but it seems like it would have been a fun time back then. Why would I not want to dance with Mario and Luigi when they look like they're having so much fun? I mean, even the enemies are joining in, and it's not even the Mario theme. This game has a positive vibe, so I'm gonna keep on giving it. I'm giving this game 5 moons. Yes, I know, I did not track the thing. I'm just a little silly, aren't I? All in all, I think all these titles are super cool. I know some of them are definitely not as cool as the other, but it's still cool to see Mario's history. And as you can see, we literally have Mario worlds in real life now. These games obviously didn't affect Mario's legacy in whatsoever. But in all, thank you for taking time to listen to me rant about some Mario games that you might not have known about. Make sure to let me know in the comments which one you thought was the coolest. And if you could, please send this video some hype, because I spent a lot of time on it. If this video gets enough engagement, I'll definitely continue doing stuff like this. But if not, I'll be back with some more VR content soon. Anyways, I gotta go edit this. Happy 40 years to Mario. Dude, they're definitely announcing a new Mario game. I'm counting it right now. That Nintendo Direct, I swear to God.